Hello, I am Beth and I am Harry's mum. What I can mainly remember about Harry as a youngster is his love for football and being outside and being part of very much a social network. So Harry was always very sociable and he engaged with all ages, whether they were children or adults. I can remember Harry very much being part of the local community and joining his dad with local football games and skittles.
I'm Barry Baz Purdy and I am Harry's dad. Loved football, most sports, liked his food, wasn't allowed to support anyone else but Chelsea, and now he's taken over watching them more than I do now, which I'm proud of. And he's always done well with whatever he's tried to do, he's always done well at. Manager of Montacute Football Club, they won 3 trophies in one season, gave the best speeches after end of season dues I've ever known. I don't know where he gets that from because I just can't speak like he does, but very proud of him.
Harry wasn't looking after himself health-wise, but also late nights, rest time, and I think you were definitely at a crossroads, and I know that you were doing some fad diets, and I know couscous and tuna and Ryvitas were always on the menu, and you just got absolutely sick to the back teeth of it. And then I remember you telling me that you actually went for a run around the field at the back of the house at Stoke and it nearly killed you, and that really sort of hit home.
I just didn't know, but most people do go through stages where they put on weight and then they lose it again, but I didn't realise you were so sad about it.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's a lesson learnt, and you've just done so well since, and I know you never put it back on because you're so fit and you're dedicated in what you do.
Harry, from his absolute lowest and me being into a part of a mum, God, I feel really a bit emotional really, but for mum not being able to help and mum not being able to wave the magic wand, mum not being able to put it right, because you want to for your kids, I thought, oh shit, this is big, this is serious. And then watching Harry grow and move back up to a level, I wouldn't say completely well, but to a level of feeling brighter. I think the counselling, she speaks volumes, and I know, that was a big part of Harry processing a lot of stuff with her.
Looking back on it, you don't realise, do you? It's happening at the time, but obviously, like I said before, it's a lesson learned, and hopefully we can, if we see other people going through it, we can lead them and help them. Think twice. Just if you think there's a problem, don't just sit on it, react to it and try and help.
The difference between 2020 and moving into 2025 is watching Harry grow and flourish within the business, with himself as a man, and going into real maturity. The conversations we've had of me being 50 plus mum, thinking you've seen it all, worked all my life, and even Harry and I have some real sort of fundamental and pragmatic conversations. But also I know that as you, I suppose, got well, you started signing up for half marathons, you did the massive fundraising event at Montacute Football Club, you were putting yourself out there, people were beginning, oh yeah, Harry, the podcast, oh yeah, we know Harry, grassroots guy. And, people were saying, people were following you. Yeah, you were becoming quite well known locally, and you wanted to develop that further into personal training, and whether it was giving back or turning it into a business. And I know that with the events that you've been attending with Paul and others, that's really inspired you and helped you and sort of driven you forward. And now, God, 2025, there's no stopping you, is there? You've got a client group, you're doing your first event and, you know, getting people on board. Always a post on Instagram, always something going on. People say, oh yeah, when they, you know, I see people at work and they say, oh yeah, we've seen you've shared Harry's post. Cool, he's really busy, isn't he? How does he fit it all in? But you do.
Basically, every challenge you set yourself, you achieve.
What was the first one you remember?
The Martok run, and then you'd done the coastal run, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then obviously the London Marathon, and then last October we went to London, didn't we? And you'd done your best ever time. And then the challenge you just done in November for Movember was outstanding, and just shows you how dedicated you are to what you're doing and achieving. But I just think you've got more confidence now, and I don't think there's anything you can't do, really.
What I would say to anybody, that if you find somebody that's not coping very well and they really are struggling, whether it's physically, mental health, is don't suffocate them. Be there. Be patient. Don't take what they say personally sometimes, because they will kick back. But I think mainly be patient and listen and give them time, give them space, be accessible. And I'd probably say just do that physical hug, deep hug, do a mum thing.
Nice. Well done, Mum.